Our correspondent in London, Bénédicte Paviot, is in front of the courthouse where the hearing is set to take place. Bénédicte, what are we expecting to happen in court today?
Well, this is the beginning of a two-day hearing, just the latest appeal in what has been an 11-year already legal battle and saga. So what we're expecting today is to hear the US government trying its best to overturn that 4th of January ruling by Judge Vanessa Baraitser. Judge Vanessa Baraitser, who was saying that it was not safe to extradite Julian Assange on mental health grounds because he was a suicide risk. The US immediately said that this was extremely disappointing, and hence they have obtained this appeal. Tomorrow we will hear the defense of Julian Assange arguing actually that the case should be dropped. This is also what a lot of media freedom organizations want. They say that this is crucial for the future of investigative reporting, that this would create a precedent, that all Julian Assange, the co-founder of WikiLeaks, was doing was actually the job of a publisher, of a journalist. And you'll remember he published those hundreds of thousands of sensitive, highly classified material and documents online detailing aspects of military campaigns led by the US and allies in Afghanistan and in Iraq. And the US says this was endangering the lives of informants. This is denied by WikiLeaks and by Julian Assange. So yet again, this legal wrangling, we do not expect a decision immediately. It will probably take 4 to 6 weeks at least before we get any kind of decision on this.
Bénédicte, if Assange is extradited and if he's convicted, he's facing some serious jail time. What's at stake for both sides in all of this?
Yes, he is facing very serious jail time. We understand that he could face up to 175 years of jail time. We don't think there's any prospect of Julian Assange actually being extradited anytime soon, because whoever wins or loses this appeal, there will be different, more legal wrangling to do with that. I'm just casting my eye on police that are finally arriving at what a lot of very vocal protesters here. But what's at stake is actually very important. On the one hand, the US says that this cannot go unpunished. Let's remember that 3 administrations, US administrations and presidents, it started under Barack Obama, it then went on under Donald Trump, who is the one who really pushed for this indictment of Julian Assange. And now we have President Biden, who at the time of Barack Obama, of course, was vice president. So he's inherited this, but he is they are continuing basically with this. But what's at stake, say media freedom organizations, is the very future of journalism, that anybody could be prosecuted, pursued across the world for publishing very much what WikiLeaks says as war crimes. And in fact, they would argue that we've lost sight of that important footage that was released. Of course, that is not at all the way the US government says it. Either way, it is clear that he has the backing of very vocal supporters. And of course, what's intervened since then, and he is spending, by the way, the last 2.5 years in Belmarsh prison, very high security. They say that there's a risk that he could abscond. What's at stake as well is very much, what happens in future when you publish sensitive documents and highly classified material. So it's being watched extremely carefully across the world, and we will see what the outcome is and what plays out in court, both today from the US government side and tomorrow in the legal arguments of defense, amongst reports unverified about a possible assassination, kidnap and poisoning attempt on Julian Assange's life that was being plotted in the US. As I said, not verified, but certainly alarming reports that his camp are very worried by.
Yeah, at any rate, it looks like from what we're seeing behind you, it's sparking a lot of reaction from the public. Okay, Bénédicte Paviot, our correspondent in London, thanks so much.